show you something you may want to try. If you have a dog, I guess, or anything, I think a goat would do it too. But if you got an animal that is getting out and you've got a gate and he's going under it, this might be something that you would want to try. Before I hung this gate, I went on the bottom of it and screwed in these insulators, regular fence insulator. Just screwed them in from the bottom. And I've got some electric wire just running right at the bottom of the gate. Hopefully you can see that. And I've got another insulator right here that moves. You know, when the gate moves, this wire goes up to the fence charger. Like I said, got it wrapped around here. I've got this thin wire tied to this wire, and then just wrapped around that insulator, and then just have it running the length of the gate. And my dog hit it one time. He won't even come down driveway anymore. So it works. Like I say, I think you can see it down there. Just that one little wire at the bottom of it. Really, nobody else can see it. It's not obtrusive. I've got some yellow. I've got some yellow insulators like that, but I use the black. I probably should have used the yellow because I have the UPS man come a lot, and if he tries to slide something underneath, he's liable to get a little surprise too. I probably should do that, or put a sticker on the bottom, on the outside of the gate that says electrified fence or something. It ain't gonna kill nobody, but it'll make you jump. Anyway, I've got this running, like I say, got it tied down there. Got this running over to what is, I'll just go ahead and do a review on it now. Red Snapper by Zariba. Bought it at probably Tractor Supply a long time ago, and I mean a long time ago. I had it on the land next to me for 2 or 3 years, or a couple of years, because I had the place leased, had some cows over there, and used it over there for some temporary fencing. And I tell you what, it stayed in his barn. This unit here stayed in his barn, next door neighbor's barn, who has since passed away, for a year and a half, just in the dark, not getting any charge, obviously. And man, I pulled it out, put it in the sun. It started zapping right away. And it wasn't long after that I had to replace the battery. It's got a little 12 volt, maybe 6 volt, I'm not sure. The battery goes in underneath it, and it's a little small battery. You buy them, again, the battery, they sell the battery at Tractor Supply too. And I've got another fence charger that I just bought that will knock the snot out of you, much more than this one will. But this one does a pretty good job. If you're looking for a remote charger that's kind of an all-in-one package, I recommend this. I have seen some negative reviews on it, and so maybe it's, I don't know. I'm telling you, this thing is 10 plus years old, 12, maybe 15 years old, and I'm on probably my third battery. I've probably replaced the battery in it twice. And for a ground wire, there's the ground. There is the positive. There is the toggle switch to turn it on and off. You can see that. And really all I did was come down here, and I just got a little 3/8 inch rod. It's not sucker rod. Just 3/8 inch rebar. Driven in the ground, and you know, I didn't know if this was going to be the solution to my dog and stuff, so I didn't even put it in right. I just wrapped the wire around it. I didn't even put a clamp on it. Just wrapped the wire around it real tight. Also come up here and wrap the wire around the fence a couple of times. So it's getting ground here, it's getting ground from the fence, and just for the record's sake, I have found that when you do run an electric fence, if you're running T-posts, if you're running a metal fencing, your T-posts act as a great grounding rod. At least that's been my experience. If you ground your fence to the fence or to the rod, on one or two occasions I ran drilled a screw through that and kind of sanded it off where it wasn't painted, and put my grounding rod just directly to this. And I have found that is a good ground, simply because I'm not grounded just right there. I'm grounded to this fence. Now that would have been better if I'd have tied that better and whatever, you know, done maybe multiple places. But this fence has how many grounds? It's got the T-post connected to a T-post, to a T-post, to a T-post. You know, there's 100 T-posts on this fence. And each one of them, I think, at least it's been my, what I've seen as far as this example, I think it provides a great ground. A lot of people will tell you when they're setting these up to do 1 or 2 grounds, you know, 2 or 3 different grounds, 3-foot grounds, 6-foot ground rods. And when I say ground, I'm talking about ground rods. But each one of these T-posts is in the ground 2 feet. So if you can tie to a fence or tie to a T-post that is tied to a multiple T-posts, but via a fence here, you are, in my experience, you are really giving yourself a good ground. So you may want to try that. And one thing I did not show you, and I certainly will now, is that it sits, this particular one just sits, it's made to sit on top of a T-post. See? So that's why I've got that one T-post there. It's not one of my fence T-posts. It's just one I brought down here for that. And this one, like I say, has some power to it. It'll knock you. Won't knock you like my other one will, my new one. I'll do a review on that some other time. But if you're looking for a remote solution to goats, hogs coming in, hogs getting out, you know, I recommend this little dude. I don't know about all the, you can read the reviews from other people, but again, this one is 10 years old, if not 15. It's at least 10 years old, and I would say more like 12 to 15. And it has done me well with just a couple of battery changes. It has done well. So, maybe want to try it. Red Snapper by Zariba. I'll put a link to it below in the description box. We're gone.